All right, let's rock and roll. One, I want to say welcome to the Fidel Manuel podcast. I've been waiting. I knew I needed guests on the show, and I was like, okay, it's better if I talk to somebody because with me, I can just talk all day, but I need somebody to talk with because I just say a lot of crazy stuff sometimes, and it can go for hours. And so I was thinking of the first people to talk to, and I'm like, no matter what, it has to be Toni and Terence, even if this is not the first one that comes out. And if I just record it, not put it out as the first one, I need to talk to you all first because you guys are legends in the podcast industry. You know, my my bro and my sis. So welcome, Toni and Terence. How are you all?
Thank you.
What's good?
We good. I mean, as best as we can be in these times, man.
Right. We still have a roof over our heads, clothes on our backs, food in our bellies. So we protected. We've been protected this whole time. So we can't be nothing but thankful.
Yeah, definitely. So just trying our best to keep up in these times. I feel like it's been a lot of crazy stuff just going on, period. But just trying to remain sane.
So what have y'all been doing to remain sane? Because honestly, I've been at home since March. And now I just moved back to South Carolina. And I'm here with my parents for a couple months. And I'm glad like I learned all those lessons being at home, being in quarantine since March. Now even being here is just like, okay, I got those lessons, but it wasn't definitely easy. I know some stuff I had to pick up was just like, prioritizing working out. That got me outside, or even just going in the backyard and chilling, making sure the home is how I want it. Because sometimes, like before this time last year, I used to get off work, drive 30 minutes to get home, get off work, and just order some food and go to sleep. Like with the house maybe being messed up or something like that. So what have y'all been doing just to stay sane?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, it's working out. That keeps me all the way sane. It helps with my self-esteem and all of that. So working out and focusing on my businesses, my hair business, Aloe Hair Therapy, and Encore, my thrift business. That keeps me sane because it's something I love to do. So, and church.
Right. Church, definitely. For me, it's been the church, a little green substance that, just helps me relax. Just not going to lie about that.
Oh, it has gone up on my list of priorities. Not denying it.
And I know I've been slacking off a lot on it, but every time I get into my writing, because I'm still in this, I have to get this show made somehow. So every time that I start writing about the characters, about situations that happen at work, it just keeps me going and keeps me so motivated and keeps me sane, because what I'm preparing is something gold. I think it's golden what I have on my hands, and that's what's been keeping me sane. And this lady right here, just keep the laughs coming all summer long during this whole COVID. Us just sitting on this couch watching our shows.
Oh yeah,
that has been the saving grace for me, and just my son as well. I mean, the whole family, just having my family, and we're still healthy. We're still pushing. That's what kept me sane. Everyone has been healthy. And that's the only thing that I've been praying for this entire time since February, March. So I'm thankful.
What shows y'all been watching?
Ooh.
We started
because I've been a whole bunch of y'all started that? Okay, yeah. Let me listen.
I think we're almost done. I only got 2 more episodes.
But every time we start something,
we always find another show.
And that show that took over Ratched was Lovecraft Country. And we absolutely love that show. Matter of fact, when we done with you, we about to be popping it on the screen.
Now, see, y'all are, because those 2 shows, I started Ratched, and I just couldn't. And I love Sarah Paulson. I love her. I'm actually rewatching. I already rewatched OJ, and I'm rewatching it again right now. So I love it. And I love her. But I watched it, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I couldn't even get through the first episode. I didn't know what was going on. It was really creepy too.
For real?
And I'm like, to me, it was super creepy.
It is creepy.
But
the same thing with Lovecraft though.
And
Creepy.
my thing with Lovecraft, I watched 2 episodes and I haven't watched any more.
Dang.
Why?
But I understand why. I want to hear it though.
Lovecraft, now the first episode got me. I was like, okay, this is what we about. Second episode, I was halfway hanging on because I really didn't know what was going on. It was like, I feel like they packed a lot into one episode. I'm like, this could be a couple episodes. But even I started the third, and I tell you the moment where I said, God bless. When she was in the bedroom and this little old lady started peeking her head on the bed, I said, no, I couldn't do it.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was like, I can't do it. And then this week, I even looked at an episode review. I was like, let me ease into it because I've been hearing a lot of stuff about the show. I was like, let me ease into it. So let me watch the episode review of the show. And now I was like, oh, I watched the review and I still don't know what's going on.
Have you remember that video you showed me about somebody trying to explain what it's about?
He had so many different genres to explain the show. But I really, it is a lot.
I'm not even gonna lie. When me and Terrence first watched it, we watched the first 3 episodes in one day. I was scared to go to sleep.
I thought it was a really good show. I mean, I understood. Yeah.
Because the whole possession, people being possessed and spirits and stuff just scared me, period.
Yeah, I was kind of shook. I was kind of shook. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's a good show. And one thing I do like
for Lovecraft.
One thing I do like on the show is like I see all the posts on social media and all the connections to like past history and stuff. I like seeing that stuff. So that might sell me to, I might watch it like when it's over so I can just go through it. But it's a lot for me.
It is.
I can understand that. Honestly, I see it doing a few more seasons. I don't see this being a 5, 6, 7, 8 because it's so compact. Every episode is an hour plus of just going into the past, going into the present. What year are we in? Like, what is going on? These connections, but it's a lot to process. It is a lot to process. Like I have to, after we finish an episode, I have to go back and read a review of the episode. I'm like, okay, what did I miss? Because it's just so much. But what brings me in are the historical periods of time that they do visit or they mention. And it's just like, wow, for instance, that one scene that we just discovered with the Emmett Till, that right there was still like, wow. Like, you know, and I didn't think anything of it. That boy was like, am I gonna have fun on my trip? No, didn't think nothing of it. Yeah. And then, so it's just been a lot of people that has been posting that has made the show to me better than what it is. But we still gonna stay committed to it. And
I'm a person who loves Journey. I've always had a crush on Journey Smollett since I was little. And so I was like, I gotta watch it because I'm glad she's back like doing stuff for real. So but I don't know. I gotta get there. I gotta get there because it's just a lot. It's just a lot going on. And also I'm trying to figure out like the story too. Like what am I watching? What else have I watched?
Yeah, because in every episode I feel I'm like, what's going on? Mm-hmm. Wait, did I miss something? Yeah, it is a lot.
Yeah, I'm not there. I maybe one day. I just been rewatching a lot of stuff.
Maybe one day. We get it.
I watched Miss America about a couple months ago. That was really good. It's about the feminist movement on Hulu. Like I said, I'm the Parkers. That's all I'm gonna say. The Parkers.
You know you was on crack when you tweeted that. You know that, right?
Right. What you say?
What I say?
He said the Parkers is greater than the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Now for Dale.
I missed that one.
So I quoted the tweet. I was like, if you on crack, just say that. Because
now I'm just saying. rewatching it, like it's so funny and it's so good. Like I never felt I like Fresh Prince. It's so great. But I do think sometimes it's kind of overhyped. I'm just saying, like when I watch the Parkers, it's laugh, laugh, laugh. Monique,
It is funny.
I know what you
him,
mean.
Professor Ogilvy, and Dale, even T. T is hilarious, and he's just a supporting character.
No, but one show that we've been watching that we just be cracking up at, Sister.
I haven't
That
made it Sister
show-
Sister.
That show is just hilarious.
That's drop dead.
Lisa is just she makes the show.
I haven't got to Sister Sister yet. And it's on the list. I know I'm gonna watch it because, and you know the crazy thing I did do, I did skip all the way to when they were in college and did watch one episode because that was my favorite when they were in college. Like the theme song, I love it. It's the best. So I did skip with that. But you know what kind of messed me up from watching like the other shows? I'm gonna get to them. Like 101 just got on there. I think All of Us is coming there soon. But Girlfriends really messed me up because rewatching it now, I'm like, these are some problematic people.
Yes. Not even gonna lie. I was excited when Girlfriends first came and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be watching it. I have not. Because I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if I could do this.
And I wasn't a Girlfriends fan in the past, but it wasn't because, oh no, a whole bunch of women. It had nothing to do with it. I just never watched it. So when it finally came to Netflix, I watched it and I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. But then it just started.
Every episode was drama.
It was just something. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe.
And it's girl drama too. Like,
They were doing a lot because like one episode, she tried to sleep with the man. Then they went on a trip and she forced them on the trip. Then the person showed up. And I was just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And these fake friendships.
Yeah, it's bad.
And then you had, what's his name? What's the guy name? He's not bad, but what's his name? Him and his relationship, William and his relationship, it was just like out of nowhere, but it was funny. But I was just like, okay.
Yeah. William's awkward.
Yeah.
He could have had a spinoff. He could have had his own show maybe, and that would have been better.
Because
I was thinking about this, and let me know if y'all have any other ideas of shows to bring to like Netflix. But one of my favorite shows, and it comes on Aspire. It comes on Aspire all the time, and I forgot how good it was. But In the House, did you all ever watch In the House?
I watched it. I loved In the House, but I want to watch it. I want to rewatch it now.
I've never watched it.
I want to rewatch it now. I still remember the theme song and everything.
How it go?
Hey. Hey. I like it.
Is that show with me?
No, that's my brother. That's my brother and me.
Oh no.
But that was that one has LL Cool J. It has
Kim Wayans.
Mm-hmm. The girl she got on crack. I'm sorry, I forgot her name. I'm sorry. I hate how
they had Carlton. Carlton was on there too.
Oh yeah, I know. I've never seen this.
Oh man,
it's good.
I loved it. I want to see it again.
Because
when does it come on?
Aspire TV.
Aspire. And I've only caught like the last 5 to 10 minutes every time. I'm like, I'm trying to watch the whole episode.
Right.
And even at 5-10 minutes, I'm like, this is good. I'm laughing. This is funny.
Dang, now I want to watch it.
It's really good. I liked it when I was younger. I want to.
No.
I'm sorry. I want to watch. I want Parenthood to go on Netflix. I want Parenthood on Netflix or something more accessible. I seen it on one of these streaming websites, and I was like, "Oh my God, Parenthood!" But of course, my subscription expired, and I was like, "I'm not about to keep paying for this." So I want that on Netflix.
Parenthood was so good because to me, when I watched that as a kid, it was like more of a Modern Family. Like you had the Cosby Show, but that was a different generation.
Right.
Parenthood seemed like more like our speed, like 90s. I was like, not saying it's like Cosby, but it was just a good depiction of a modern day 90s family.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I don't think I've seen that either.
Man, I was excited that one day, and I was like, "Have you seen this?" You probably don't remember, but I was on level 10 when I
had
seen
Reagan Gomez
y'all
on
watched a
there.
lot of TV
I love some Reagan
when
Gomez.
y'all was little.
we did.
I watched a lot of TV. Is that the boy?
Uh-huh.
Mason! Wow. Mason, what's up, man? Yo, I heard about you in school, sir. Congratulations. Best in your class.
Thank you.
I like it. Hey, making the pool name proud. I love it, man.
Hey. All right, boy.
Pool name.
All right, God bless. See you. I love you. God bless. So let's get into some music.
Let's.
I'm gonna go down a couple of the list. If there's anything you haven't heard, just let me know. Is there anything you want to add? Just let me know. The first one is "Hit Different" by SZA. Are you still listening to that?
Love it.
That is a hit in this household.
It just gives me the 90s vibe. Even the video, like I love it.
And how can you ever go wrong with the Ty Dolla $ign feature? You just can't go wrong, and especially with the Ty Dolla $ign feature.
I just be walking around, hit different, hit different,
right.
hit
This
different.
song is really, one thing I like about SZA is, like, you know, SZA writes her stuff. She's involved in the creative process.
Yeah.
No shade to all these other girls, but there's a lot of SZA copies too. That, you know, the whispery voice, like, they look good, but I don't know, Summer Walker. But "Hit Different."
I was gonna say her. I was gonna say it.
That's who I'm talking about. Sorry, girl, but God bless.
My sister had the nerve to say Summer Walker could be on the same level as Erykah Badu.
Never. Never.
And sorry, Nemo, gotta call you out on this one.
What? That's funny.
I can't.
That's real funny. She
Like,
could be
now,
on this.
I like Summer Walker's, some of her music, because it's relatable, you know, with the girly stuff and how we feel about guys. But I mean, it ain't nothing to be like, oh my God, Summer Walker.
Right.
Yeah, it's a level of depth that SZA brings. And the video, I gotta watch out for the video, because it play. I was hanging out. I have a girlfriend, guys, also. So yeah, well, I was hanging out with her.
Congratulations.
You know, all year. You know, been shooting a lot of shots, but hey, we're here. We lit. But I was hanging out with her, and the video came
All them
on.
shots you've been throwing on Twitter.
Yeah, we'll talk about my love life in another podcast. But
right.
I watched the video. It came on while she was cooking. And I'm like, SZA, man, this video. And then even the end with the snippet she had, I'm like, man, Ty Dolla $ign, that's a really good song. Now I need SZA to, you know, this is your first song in how many years? I need some more stuff. Like, where's the second single?
Yeah.
Where's the remix? I mean, where's the album?
Right.
When is the album coming out? 2021? I need it right now.
Right. Questions that need answers.
Yeah, she's all around amazing to me.
Yeah, so "Hit Different" is a hit. We're still listening to that. What about WAP? Are we still listening to WAP?
Only because it comes on.
Yeah.
Like when it's not something I'm just like, oh, let me turn on WAP. It's not like that.
I love the beat. I love the beat. I love the sample. There's some O's in this. I love that, but the song is not for me. I guess I should say. It's a hit. It's an undeniable hit. I understand why the women love it, but for me, it's just. I mean, y'all always talk about this. Like, y'all could have did something else besides.
That's not how I feel.
That's just me, though. Just being honest. But at the end of the day, I still like it, but it's just not for me.
When it comes on, I'm still bopping to it. But I'm not just like, oh, I'm turning it on.
Yeah, I don't play it. I don't say, ooh, let me turn WAP on.
Is it a hit?
Well, commercially, yes. But for me, no.
I don't think so.
For me, no.
Yeah, it's not. To me, it's a great song, but it's not a hit. I love the sample. It's great. I love everybody's verses, but just the song itself is not a hit. It's
and
the video.
I don't
even care for the video.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, commercially it stayed #1 for 2 weeks, but you know the talk of WAP died down
real fast,
really quick.
Dang, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so a lot of promotional hits, promotional singles that they've been releasing have just been woo, and then all right, and we hear nothing else from them, and that's the frustrating part of it.
Didn't she drop a video recently? Meg?
Yeah, she dropped that song, and that came.
That was a new song, right?
And it went. Yeah.
Oh.
It came and it went because what? She's still on that same wave. I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But at the end of the day, like.
And you know what, Deontay, my cousin, we were talking about this, and he said something I never thought about. Meg has been on everybody's radar all year, last year too. But the thing is, she's been through so much. I think we're looking for some like introspective music. And I didn't realize that when he said it, but I'm like, that is kind of true. We talk about the Tory Lane stuff, just even before, like with her record label and all that stuff was going on. I'm just like,
right. Those are stories she could be telling through her music. Facts.
That's, yeah. Now I think about that differently. Yeah.
Because we know for a fact she could spit about that.
She can rap about anything.
Right.
So just give us and you can do what you want. Your songs, all your songs have been good. I don't know if you've been coming out with hits, but they've been good. But give us a little something. Talk about your experience, especially you on this. Like, you're really promoting like protect Black women.
I feel like that would take her to the next level.
Yes. Yes, because if you keep talking about the same thing,
we get it. Your vagina's good.
Yeah. Yes. But you're right though. But I think that's what I love about CARDI though, because that's how she started. And then she dropped Invasion of Privacy, and it was like, whoa, CARDI.
Yeah, that album was great.
Okay,
CARDI. That's the thing with Meg.
I'm still waiting for that moment for Meg.
And that's why, and I think you're right. I think with Meg, she also has been releasing these singles like every month, and they've been very similar lyrical content. If she gave us like a solid album with at least a little diversity, I think it'd be great. Invasion of Privacy did have a lot of good songs where CARDI was just talking about her relationships or just growing up. Even just Get Up 10, she was just talking about grinding from the ashes, like grinding from where she came from. So I think we need that for Meg. I agree with you. We need that for Meg. Are y'all playing Tory Lanez?
Tory Lanez hasn't gotten a string from me since that Chicks tape. That's the last time he's got.
Are you still playing Chicks tape?
No, absolutely not. I had unliked the one song that I liked on that entire mixtape, and that was the him and Jagged Edge and Jermaine Dupri, and I liked it.
When did that album come out?
That came out last year.
Last November.
He had a whole bunch of samples. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't really listen much to Tory Lanez.
And even before the Chicks tape, he's just been one of those artists. Like, what do you do, Tory? Like, are you a singer? Are you like, what do you do? He hasn't made that distinction for me like Drake did. Drake was like, okay, I'm gonna give y'all this, but I'm gonna give y'all this as well, and I'm still trying to figure out what he does, but I don't care anymore. So, that's Tory Lanez.
Yeah, because my rule usually, if like an artist do something crazy or wild that I don't agree with, I usually be like, okay, any future stuff, I don't listen to it. But even I love Chicks tape. It was a great album. But even the songs that are on the playlist, I had to take them off the playlist because I can't even listen to them the same. I'm just like, bro, what are you? And then you came out with this album, and then you just like, okay, you're just being annoying now. Like, you
that move, I thought that move was the most absolute trash move in the whole entire. I don't know. That just wasn't good on his part.
Did you listen to it?
I heard some snippets on Twitter, but that's it. Like, I didn't go listen to it. I was just like, what is, because I was surprised he even did it. I was like, what is this? What are you doing? And to be honest, the snippets I've heard, it didn't sound like Tory. It sounded like he was a different person. It just didn't sound good. He didn't sound like he was in a good space anyway. So I'm like, what is this trash? It didn't even sound like, and he is a sample king. It just didn't even sound like his quality of stuff. It just sounded like he just need to go to the altar or something, because God.
Something.
Praise to the Lord.
Do we care if Offset and Cardi B get back together?
No,
You were strong about that. Go ahead.
I don't care, but it's just like stop making statements.
I don't care about it. Don't tell me.
Right, like just stop because you're making yourselves look real stupid.
And that's one thing, that's my opinion that I've always had about Cardi since she became so mainstream. She addresses every single thing about her. She gives her energy to everything and everyone. And I wish she would stop that. Like, I understand, okay, just recently her boobs, she posted her boobs or whatever the case may be. Cardi, just move on, go on about go on about your life. Don't make this into a whole big thing. And for you to take Offset back, I understand that's your business, but I hope he is going to apologize publicly or something. Like, can we get a public? I don't know.
I mean, do we want another tour from him? Because when he cheated the first time, he was on a whole world tour doing media, coming out on stage. I don't think I even want that from Offset right now. I don't care about you two's relationship. And the thing that's crazy to me, she responds to so much. And I'm like, us real fans, I just want the music. Give me a single.
Yes.
Where is the album?
Yes.
Where are the features?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if she's going to take them back, that's not our business. But she
need to start making statements like, if this is true, what I've read in the online, like if you're just taking him back because he got some good D, like baby girl,
or you gonna miss your best friend.
Like, what are you? I mean, you know how they say don't look at these celebrities as role models, but oh my gosh, people do look at women, you know, these celebrities as role models, and you're saying things like this.
Yeah, I'm not with it. I'm not with it. God bless her. I'm waiting for the album. I'm waiting for the music. Offset, I'm waiting for your stuff. I like you got a little creative on your project, even your performances where you're doing the dancing. Migos, where's the music? I mean,
right.
All of y'all.
With Cardi, I think this is the sophomore album. And when artists get into their sophomore album, it's either a slump or it's either, okay, what are we gonna do? But I'm really hoping that she brings it again. Invasion of Privacy was so big. I'm nervous about her sophomore album.
I am too. When is it coming?
Who knows? Who knows?
Speaking of sophomore albums, I think this guy, he had a couple songs that I liked on it, but he recently came out with his junior album, with his third album. And I want to know what y'all think of Bryson Tiller. Did you listen to Anniversary?
Okay, I did. I did. That's it. It's and it's no diss to him. It's just
diss.
It was okay.
Can you name a song on there?
The one with Drake, and that's only because it said featuring Drake. That's it.
I didn't listen. I don't think.
Bryson Tiller, and the thing is, off that second album, there's like some great songs I like on there, but the majority of the album he sounds super depressed. It wasn't really that good. Then he came out with an anniversary of his first project, and then you came out with a whole new album of songs that sound just like your first album, but like Bryson Tiller makes kind of like Bryson Tiller like music every single song, and I'm like,
yeah.
And Bryson Tiller, you're on the playlist, but I gotta say this.
Wasn't he one of the ones that people were begging to come back? Like, oh, okay.
Like, Don't was great, but you can't make a Don't every single time because it's not working.
Yeah.
I'm still confusing Bryson Tiller with Black. So I'm like, I don't know what it is. I still haven't gotten that distinction between them. When I hear them, I'm like, they don't sound alike, but it's just they remind me of each other so much. And I feel like Black is going to do the same thing Bryson Tiller's done. And I don't know. Bryson Tiller, he's good for the moment. He's good for the moment. And once he's gone, you forget about him. But once he come back, he's like, oh, okay.
And he's in the era of new artists to me that it's kind of tough. I don't see the growth. Like, you're on your third album, where is the growth
That's what
between
it
your
is.
first one and your third album? All your songs sound very alike, and I have to say it. It's not like you can sing, but you still are creative and you have your pocket. So what's going on?
I 100% agree. Well, I was never really like the only reason why I like Bryson Tiller was to don't and try to say it at the end with him.
Don't.
But if he drops something, I'm going to listen to it because I do respect him that much. But I'm not going to be like, oh, Bryson Tiller, we got to listen to that right now. It's just I get to it when I get to it, and when I do, you know.
And I pay attention. It's like, oh, you came out with an album, I'll give you a chance. But other than
that's what
it was. Speaking of somebody album, I totally skipped because his music does not hit the same, and he has a lot of stuff that I think he needs to clarify or figure out. Did y'all listen to TREY Songz?
I haven't listened to TREY Songz.
I'm not a TREY Songz fan
since Panty Dropper. Really, I like Trigger.
I like some of his songs, but I'm not like, oh my God. I don't. He annoys me.
I like that little Black Lives Matter song he got. It's cool.
I heard it. I heard it.
It's cool.
And the thing about TREY Songz, I don't know, maybe it's just my personal connection to TREY Songz, because when TREY Songz was out, he was like the our R&B person. And Ready, to me, is like top 5 R&B albums of all time. But year after year, every album, it's just like kind of a decline. So even with this album, I didn't even listen to it. Now, and TREY Songz was like, when it's on and popping, I just hit TREY Songz radio. I shuffle on the TREY Songz. That's all I listen to. But I'm like, this right here, I'm not with it. I don't know what's going on. I think you maybe need to get back to square one. But sorry, TREY. I love you, man, but God bless.
I miss when artists
I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, I miss when artists were still hungry in the beginning of their career and they gave you absolute gold. And then once they start getting that money, they start getting that fame, and you know, people start smelling themselves, they get away from what got them there. And I'm not saying like keep it the same, but just keep that same fire. Don't just drop music because you need some money or you need some strings or something like that. Give us some art. Where's that just gotta make it TREY Songz? Now you sex and TREY Songz. You don't get me wrong, he got some great sex songs, but TREY,
I think that's why I'm tired of hearing him.
Because that first album, Just Gotta Make It, you had Just Gotta Make It, you had Gotta Go, Gotta all that.
I don't want to leave, but I gotta go right now.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
Come on.
So
then the second album,
first few,
I love Trey Day. Trey Day is a personal favorite for me. Like
I like
Wonder Woman, role play. I mean, I'm like, I like it. I need it. And then Ready, of course, is the classic album. But then after that, it get kind of shaky.
That's where the females started throwing their panties at him, like literally, and he started smelling himself. So he felt like he was in this place of like, I'm going to be here for a long time. I can sing. I look good. I'm light skinned. But obviously, you know, and then with your recent allegations as of late, not like recent, but.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
You know, so, yeah. It's been a lot.
And that kind of stuff, it does mess with me. Like, it just affects the way I listen to the music, because it's a lot of these allegations and just talk about Trey. Like, I'm not trying to, everything is true, but there's also a reoccurring thing for the past couple years. And so when the music don't hit like it used to, now I'm like, what's going on? And also paying attention to the other stuff a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Uncle Ush. Bad Habits. Bad Habits is a song I've been listening to OD. Have y'all been listening to Uncle Ush?
We actually just listened to that in the car.
Yeah, but it's no diss to Usher. No, we love Usher.
I would definitely listen to it again.
We love Usher, but Usher's just at that point in his career. It's like, yay, Usher, like you're still doing it. Yeah. But it's just, I don't know. I love Usher.
You just slandered TREY Songz.
I didn't know about the song.
I thought I did, but I just didn't listen to it.
No, I will say what Uncle Ush, I think he maybe, and I think the key to the world is marketing. I think he maybe need a better team to market because it just seemed like they're doing the same thing over and over as far as like the promotions and all that stuff. Because like the video was super lit, the song is super good. Usher, where are you? Like you're doing these same little performances on like these random places. I'm like, where are you in my feed? Where are your collaborations? Where's the like just the unplugged sets? I don't know.
Yeah, you make a great point, but I feel like he's going to turn into one of those residency artists. They were really big, and now they're going to have a long residency in Vegas or wherever.
He does have a residency next year in Vegas.
Well, there we go. There we go.
And the thing about it too, I'm paying good money to go see Usher in Vegas. Like
I would too. Maybe not in Vegas, but I would go see Usher too.
Where else are you going to see him?
Well, obviously
Raleigh. Fayetteville? I mean,
you're right.
I'm saying too, like Vegas is the perfect spot for him. And that's why the residency artists go. Like, I consider the trip around Usher because I'm like, I know I'm going to see Usher, but also I can gamble, I can turn up, I can go see here, I can see this. But I will pay good money for Uncle Ush. The last one. Chocolate Pomegranate by Ari Lennox. Are we still listening to that?
We gave it 3 listens.
Did we? 3?
2.
2.
I think I gave it 1 more listen.
I did not like it.
It wasn't.
We haven't listened to it since the day it came out.
And if that was a promotional single, that flopped hard for me.
Like I didn't even get the song. Like I didn't. I understood. I can't explain it. It was
the flow, the beat.
I didn't like the flow. She sounded like she was talking, singing.
And the thing is, I feel the same, and I feel like I had to force myself to like it because we are all big Ari fans. We love her, and so I listened to it, and I'm like, okay, all right, no, this is not it. And then it's just like. Here you go. No visuals, no nothing. I'm like, all right.
And
Ari.
that was weird in itself because Ari and her visuals, she gives you something to look at.
Right.
But I don't know.
I wasn't feeling that one at all.
If that was just for like, okay, I've been away for a while. Here y'all go. Here's a little something. Okay, fine.
But don't do that.
But you
can't do that.
And then she's never been the type to talk about her personal areas or anything like that, but that's what Chocolate Pomegranate is, and I don't want her to become.
She does talk about stuff like that, but she does it in a classy way.
But it's not like, oh yeah, you're right.
Because Chocolate Pomegranate is like something classy, like back in the day. You know how back in the day parents be like, we wasn't singing about that stuff in our day, but they were. It was just like in hidden messages. That's how Ari brings hers about. True. But this Chocolate Pomegranate, yes, I get it. Like, it's great, but I didn't like the song.
Great. I don't know. Last one, I forgot about this guy. Big Sean. Are y'all still listening to that album?
I listened to Detroit, was it 2? After you made that tweet.
What tweet?
About that Detroit 2 was better than 2014, Forest Hills Drive.
Wait, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You compared it to a J. Cole album.
I said For Your Eyes Only, of course. I didn't say 2014. No, because to me, 2014 is like one of the best albums of all time.
It was something you compared to J. Cole's work, and I was like, let me go listen to this right now. But from what I heard, it was a really good album. I like Big Sean. I really do.
I listened to him.
Hey, so Big Sean, y'all were slandering Big Sean because y'all didn't listen to it?
We were not. We were not. Don't say that. I love Big Sean.
I like him too. I was just saying that I'm not big on albums. So like I'll listen to people's songs and you have to tell me like, oh, what's one song Big Sean sung? And I'm like, oh yeah, I listen to that.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I am.
Yeah, that album he dropped when we was in school, that was like, okay, Big Sean, you're here to stay.
What?
Black Sky Paradise. Don't get me to say the wrong stuff.
I I think I said KOD. I think I said Big Sean's album's better than KOD, and that's saying a lot. I also said it was better than Damn and a couple of Kendrick's other ones. To me, Detroit 2 is really, and I'll tell you why I said that. Detroit 2, I love. I'm still listening to it. I love it. It also made me look at his peers differently because it's like, what have you done for me lately, Kendrick? If you don't release nothing this year,
oh yeah,
I get it.
I gotta put you. I gotta put you down, sir.
Yeah, he became a father and stuff like that, but I get it. When this is your job to give your fans music, I get it, and you still have a personal life, but it has been a while. Like, come on, Kendrick. Like, we need something. Like, you can't just drop something. We heard you on Revenge of the Dreamers 3 on that first song, but that was pretty much it.
Hey, he been doing stuff like that, kind of features, singing stuff lately, and it hasn't been really rapping. And then, Damn, to me it was good, but it was not the best. So I need something from you, Kendrick.
Yeah,
I agree wholeheartedly. Matter of fact, all the top tier that we consider top tier rappers, I need something from all of them, really, if they still in this game.
I can wait till J. Cole until 2021. Kendrick, I need something. Big Sean, you delivered. Wale, I'm still waiting. You've been releasing music, but you can give me something solid.
I like Wale.
Wale's last project was really good. You didn't enjoy it?
I gotta give it another chance. That's what I say.
Okay.
I don't know if I put the time into it like I should.
Okay. Well, I like that, but just Wale is becoming one of those people don't like me, so I'm just gonna. And I wish he'd get out of that because he has people that adore him, people that has been with him since the mixtape days. But I feel like he's just crying so much.
Wale.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like he has improved. I feel like he has improved with the whole, because I felt like that too. Like, I feel like he was just so upset and so angry. I'm like, we love you, Wale. Like, you're better than a lot of people out.
No telling. I don't know.
I'm gonna look that up.
I feel like I think he should have went left with signing with Maybach Music. I don't think that was really his. That wasn't really Wale.
Y'all better be knowing y'all musical people.
When he was with Maybach Music and Rick Ross and the whole Meek Mill, like it didn't feel right because that's not who Wale is to me, you know.
I agree.
Yeah.
A lot of times I talk to people and they always point out that Maybach Music point where it kind of changed. It was kind of different. I do think he has recovered because Sean was a great album. I love Sean. It was a little long, but I liked it. But I'm looking for a definitive classic from Wale. Like I need like Ambition, like or something. I don't know. Like I need something. I need it.
I see what you mean.
Is there anybody else that you're waiting for to come out with some music?
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz, yes, I love 2 Chainz.
He did come out with an album this year.
He did? Oh.
This year?
Rapper Go to the League.
Oh yeah, that was this year?
Dog.
That was this year?
Let me double check. I think it came out this year. Rap or Go to the League. No, that came out last year. Sorry, 2 Chainz.
Okay,
Sorry. Sorry.
Been a long year.
Okay, I remember that.
I love 2 Chainz, so I am waiting. I'm always waiting for 2 Chainz because I feel like he's very underrated. Like he's better than a lot of people.
I love him.
Yeah, I had listened to Champions. That really got me back on the 2 Chainz wave. And I was like, wait, I have completely forgot about 2 Chainz. And so I started going through his discography and I was just like, hit.
He has hits. He has more hits than a lot of people.
Yes. Yes. And that was, and we don't really talk about his transformation from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz a lot. That doesn't get talked about. He rebranded.
You put him on a list of rappers, he's at the top when you talk about rebrand and just that evolution.
Yeah. He really formed himself nicely.
Migos has one more album from me.
Yeah, I think I'm tired of hearing hearing 3 people on one song.
Migos, they have one more to prove because they were once the hungry artists that we listened to when we were in school. The No Labels 2 blew up when we were in college. And then of course, you know, they started getting
And
their
I
money.
love Culture. To me, Culture is still a solid album. Like I listened to that album, I'm like, all right. But then you got Culture 2, which was, I think it was kind of inflated, but it still has good songs. And even their solo projects, they weren't trash to me. It was a lot of great, they tried a lot of different stuff. I'm waiting for follow-up projects from everybody, but where are y'all? At least, and you can kind of tell like they made it, and now it's like, what are y'all talking about? All y'all can talk about is just flashy raps now. You don't really see that.
Yes,
growth.
that's it. Yes, that's exactly it. You said you can wait. Now that you say that, I can wait for Cole. I'm satisfied with the first 2 songs off the Fall Off. I'm cool with it. It does make me want to hear more of the Fall Off. So if he does wait till 2021, cool, perfect. But if he wants to drop it this year, great.
Yeah, because them 2 songs be bumping in my car.
Bumping.
I like him. I can wait for Cole too. What about how long can you wait till Rihanna? And that's the last music. How long? What year can you wait?
2021. That's it for me.
I'm not one of those who's just like, come on, Rihanna.
I'm not either, but I still want new music from her.
It would be nice because her same songs do be in rotation.
Yes. And you know, she has a long list, so she's proven herself, but we still want you, Rihanna. But I get that she's dabbling into other things and trying to make her future even more, but I get it. But we need the music.
Honestly, I feel like if she hasn't made any music by next year,
yes, I'm cool on it.
She ain't really.
I'm cool on it.
The thing about Rihanna is I can wait till 2022. To be honest, I love Rihanna so much. She's the best. I already told Sierra, my girl, I already told her there's a Rihanna clause. If Rihanna ever pop up, we gotta be dedicated to Rihanna. That's the Rihanna clause. You have the Rihanna clause. I just let you know front, like, hey. But her music, because also when she was coming out with songs every year, twice a year sometimes, just hits on hits on hits, people didn't appreciate it. And so I'm good. I'm good with it. I take it. Thank you, Rihanna. I wait.
Yeah. I see what you mean.
But just whenever she do drop music, I'm listening.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to. Another one for me, this is just a personal one for me, and maybe you too. Jasmine Sullivan. Like I am like waiting. Like I can't wait anymore.
Especially after Lost Ones.
And to be honest and transparent, me and Toni, we had just we were done. We were done again. And when we played that song, we was like, yes, new Jasmine. Oh yeah, we was excited. And we started listening to the words and we was like, wait a minute.
We just went through this.
Wait a minute. Why are you singing about this? Were you a fly on the wall in our relationship? I don't get it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now after that, I remembered when she dropped that, it made me think about her first 2 albums. And I was like, I want you. I need you here. Like, come on, Jasmine. Where is the new music? I don't even care if it's an EP, 5-track EP. Give me something.
I'll say this about Jasmine, and I'm being super transparent and honest, and I know this might lose brownie points with a lot of people. I like Jasmine Sullivan. I am not crazy about her like everybody else. Mm-hmm. And that is simply because I know I need to go to the catalog and just listen to every single album, every single song straight out. Even when Lost Ones came out, I didn't rush to go listen to it. To be honest, I don't know if I sat down and really listened to it right now. But I know I need to. And I'm excited to hear her. I'm excited for a new project because she has been gone. She's like one of those artists where I'm like, where are you? Like Melanie Fiona.
Yeah.
Like, where are you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, come back, please.
Yes.
Now, what if... I don't know. Did y'all hear that song that Jordan Sparks had came out with? Was it this year?
Oh, and it looked like that catalog commercial.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
I saw a clip of that and I was like, I can't. And I'm a person who always rooting for Jordan Sparks. I'm the person that goes listen to the song and the album like, she can do it. And I'm just like, oh, I can't. Maybe she just do Jordan. You do you, have your happy, have your good looking man, have your baby, have the family. Music wise, when it gets to my radar, I'll be there. But until then, I'm not checking for you, Jordan. I'm sorry.
I agree.
We have Verzuz season 2. I've been missing Verzuz. I didn't know how much I missed Verzuz. And we got that announced coming up soon. Do y'all have any people y'all trying to see on Verzuz, like any matchups? I got a couple, but anything y'all think of?
I want to see Jasmine Sullivan and Fantasia. No, Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson.
I like that. I like that.
Jennifer Hudson?
I like
Name
it.
5 good Jennifer Hudson songs.
What's that song?
Spotlight.
I don't like that one.
She got that one song.
That song.
That one song? Yeah, she got that one song.
Dream Girls.
No, we're talking about one songs off her album.
There's that burden song, Lay My Burdens Down, but people, that wasn't a hit.
Dog.
I have to look. I can Google it.
Dang.
Let's not forget, Verzuz is 20 hits, 20 songs.
Oh, dang, it is? Never mind. Okay, so Ashanti and J-Lo.
That's not fair.
I want that. I think it's fair. I know it's the messiness part of it. I think it's honestly.
I would love to see it.
I think they can do it. I think they can do it.
They might not have 20. I think they do. It'll be a good one, but I am down for a 50 Cent Ja Rule. If they get over this petty beef that they still have from the early Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that would be a good one.
We won't get that until we're like old and Verzuz is like progressed and it's just like anniversary verses and maybe we'll get it. But and I love it. To me, Ja Rule got hits. 50 Cent, I feel like 50 Cent's impact still hasn't really hit yet. I think you see it with Pop Smoke, but I love some 50 Cent. I mean, I know you do, Terrence, but I'm down with, seeing them two.
Definitely. What do you think about a Nelly versus Ludacris?
Didn't we do that?
They did?
They did? No, I don't know.
Yeah, Nelly did it. Nelly Ludacris. I want to say they did it.
We didn't watch season.
We watched Brandy and Monica and.
Oh, so y'all don't even watch Verzuz, so I can just get this whole.
There hasn't been anything worth watching on Verzuz to me.
It has been to me. I just haven't tuned in.
You didn't watch Patty?
No.
We were out of town on that one. We were going away to Tennessee.
Dang.
We were.
What about groups? 3LW.
Oh,
and
but that
y'all just want to see people y'all like. Y'all just want to see people y'all grew up with. That's it. I get it. Okay, this is fun Verzuz. All right, let's do that. Yeah, 3LW. Name 5 3LW songs.
What about Keisha Cole and Carrie Hilson?
Not Carrie Hilson.
But she don't have 20 hits.
Not Carrie Hilson.
And not Keisha Cole.
What's wrong with Keisha though?
I don't think Keisha got 20. I like Keisha. I don't think she got 20.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Dang.
I got one. I want Chris Brown versus Drake.
Oh, that would be good.
They're friends now. They make music now. They have catalog. I want Drake to go with somebody, and I want Chris Brown to go against somebody. I think those are the best of the same similar worlds, and they got the catalog. I think they can do it.
My two faves, Juicy J and 2 Chainz. I think they.
I like that one.
Go.
I like that one.
I would tune in.
Give me a Watch the Thrones battle. I know it never happened. I know it absolutely never happened. But a Kanye versus Jay-Z would be absolutely monumental to me. But
I got one for you. I got Jay-Z on here too, but I think this should be like a, maybe a foundation donation type fundraiser. Give me Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That'd be good.
Like, give me On the Run, all that stuff. And knowing them two, they gonna really do it. So
yeah,
I like the Carters.
They're gonna change the whole setup of the Verzuz thing.
It's not even gonna be on social media. It's gonna be on Tidal.
Right.
So
they're gonna go to the tennis court at Chloe and Haley's house and have the whole setup. I'm like, Dang, y'all. I got another one. I got Missy Elliott versus Mariah Carey.
Dang. That would be hella interesting.
It would be.
Because they both got hits.
A long list of them too.
I found myself listening to Mariah Carey's one of her older albums, one of the CDs I used to have. I found myself listening to that, like just singing.
She got undeniable hits.
And they both are great songwriters. They both sing. Like I think, and they both help other people. And they just, if you go off their catalog themselves, I think they can go for 20 for 20. And I think they're like friends or whatever. So I think that'd be a good camaraderie. I think it'd be fun.
Who do you think could go head to head with Erykah Badu?
We had Jill Scott. They went against each other.
Oh yeah.
Y'all don't see, and you aren't you an Erykah Badu fan?
Yep.
Y'all are.
You ain't watch that one though.
Y'all are fake. Toni and Terence are fake.
I'm a Jill Scott fan too. That would be real cool.
And you didn't at least you didn't watch it on YouTube?
Nope.
Well, y'all be living life. It's cool. Y'all be living life.
I want a Charlie Wilson versus somebody. I love Charlie Wilson.
I will watch it. I love Charlie. I'll watch it.
Name?
Anthony Hamilton.
Anthony Hamilton.
But not them against each other.
Why not?
I don't know. It's just
Charlie Wilson gotta go like against Smokey Robinson or somebody.
Not that old. Smokey Robinson.
I like Smoke. We had Gladys Knight.
Smokey Robinson versus Charlie Wilson.
They're both old. I mean,
Charlie Wilson is not that old though.
How old is he?
Smokey Robinson is Motown old.
Charlie Wilson was alive back then.
But he wasn't like he went with the Gap Band until later on in like maybe the 70s, 80s.
Bro, they both was like on Soul Train back in the day.
No, they was both on Soul Train.
Big Sean versus Nicki Minaj.
No, I don't want to see that.
Why?
I don't want to see that. I don't know.
Why?
It has nothing to do. It's just it don't seem right. Like why are
they
y'all
both came out similar times. They both got hits.
No, I don't want to see that. That's just me personally. I'd rather see Big Sean versus like a what? Oh. No, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Never mind. But I don't know. That one will have to. I have to resonate with me. That one have to. That didn't.
I know it's kind of. That's why I threw it out there because when I first heard it, I was like, but I like it because I'm like, I want Nicki versus somebody, and I don't know who. But I think Nicki and Big Sean, at least they collaborate together. They came out at similar times. They both got hits. If it's not Big Sean, I don't know who Nicki goes against, to be honest. And it's not a Drake. It's not I don't know who you go against.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. Because even when you think about a Lil Kim, it's like ugh.
And it's not they're not like you had Lil Kim then Nicki. Like they're not really peers.
Yeah. I probably just do that for the pettiness. Like, ooh, you dropped that song. That's cute. But that's what Monica and Brandy were doing just about the whole time. But
that's their whole relationship. They've been like that since they met each other. I think they like it too. Like they like just being shady to each other. I don't know if they have sisters or nothing, but they're each other's sisters and they like being petty.
Right.
Perfect analogy.
I got one more. I got Tasha Cobbs and Kiera Sheard.
Ooh.
I'm tuning in.
Ooh. Because that
Can you still watch old verses?
Yeah, you can. I'm sure you can.
You go to YouTube.
Yeah. But
that would be real good.
Ooh.
Somebody getting saved.
Hello?
Because the Kirk Franklin and Fred Hammond one was really good. I like that one. And you had the camaraderie, but they also had like hit songs. I think with Tasha Cobbs and Kiera Sheard, they have now Kiera, she has the catalog. I don't know if they all have hits, but I think it's just be a great thing just to see them too. And especially now in 2020, we could use another, gospel verses because man,
yeah,
that is true.
Especially after the election, like that should be the first one.
Definitely.
Have y'all voted yet?
Not yet. You?
No, I'm gonna try to get to Fayetteville this weekend. If not, I'm gonna try to get there before the early deadline to vote. But I'm over it. I'm ready to vote. I'm ready for
Yeah.
November 5th, 4th. I'm ready for 2021. I'm over. I'm tired of seeing this man. I'm over him.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I'm just over the political election season altogether because everyone is trash. Everyone is trash in their own way. And it's a bad trash to me. Like that trash, like really, it's their trash and then it's them. And I just haven't.
Is Joe Biden trash?
Joe Biden is
I know he's not our first pick. I know he's not our first pick. I will say that. Like, he wasn't even my first, second, third pick. Like, I was like, oh, Kamala, oh, Elizabeth Warren, oh, Bernie Sanders, everybody else but Joe Biden. I just think with Joe, he's also been around the block. He's been around the block. You've said some things. You be saying some crazy things sometimes. You're also old. Like, you're super old. Like, that's why I'm glad he picked Kamala, because I feel like Kamala gonna have to carry some weight on her because he's like 77. You're old, man.
Yeah.
That's like my grandparents going up there and running for president.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And I just felt like his popularity and his window to run for presidency died after his son died, and after, you know, and then he took all that time off and just to reappear like, hey, I'm running for president. It's like, Biden, like, you need to be at home, like, go home.
And he threw a curveball in this election. Like, if he would have did it in 2016, I think it would have had a different outcome. But this one, he came in at the beginning of the year like, oh, me too. And it was just like, okay.
He did.
And then it's like, oh, okay.
And he just took over.
Now what do we do?
And I don't think
we were forced.
Fair. Yeah, I don't think that was fair to the rest of the people, because I'm tired of seeing these, and thank you, Obama, but I'm tired of seeing these old white men still in control. I want to see some women. What are these women going to do? But America just doesn't respect them enough. And I wish that they did. That's where my frustration comes in with politics, not giving everybody a chance. I'm tired.
Yeah, like my girl, I love AOC. I can't wait to vote for her. But I think sometimes she be saying a lot, just like we all say a lot sometimes. Mm-hmm. But my thing was her, they just like automatically, oh, she's a crazy millennial, get her out of here. And I'm like, what? She's the future. Like, I'm trying, what she's saying, it sounds good. And then like with everybody else, you got the squad and just other people. I'm like, y'all are old. Like, y'all can't do this stuff forever. Even if y'all are good, like Auntie Maxine. I love Auntie Maxine. Auntie Maxine is also like, okay, pass the baton. Like, we saw John Lewis. John Lewis did everything that he could. Yes. And he passed away. He did what he had to do. You can't do it forever. That's all I'm saying. Like, you're 70 plus trying to govern where you got millennials as the main group in America.
Right.
Right. And that's one of the things that I read, like the average age in the, politics is basically 50 and up.
Yeah.
And it's like,
how do y'all relate to us?
Exactly. And then you have these 70-year-old men, 70-year-old white men who are around when Jim Crow was relevant, and they are running for president, and they're trying to take these high positions. Mitch McConnell, all of these high positions that these old white men do not need to be in.
Because I'm glad you pointed that out, because I felt the same way about Joe. I'm like, y'all grew up in a different time, a different era. I'm sure, like, even with Joe, there was some stuff you say in the past that you can't say now. It's some stuff now you say, and I'll be like, what you say, Joe? Like yesterday, he made a comment at the debate of the town hall. He was like, we got to learn about de-escalation. Instead of shooting them, maybe they could shoot them in the leg. And I'm like, Joe, no, Joe, you can't say that. That's not de-escalation. You're still harming a person.
Mm-hmm. I told Terrence, I feel like we're just in a lose-lose situation. That's just how I feel. And I wish I didn't feel like that. Like, if Trump was to win, I'd be scared. And if Biden was to win, I'd still be scared, because this world is already turned upside down.
Yeah, and I feel like with Joe, like, I'm all for Joe. Gonna vote for Joe. Go Joe. To me, it's a start. Like,
but what's the
alternative? It's a start, but I'm gonna hold you accountable. Like, I'm not gonna, just like I'm holding everybody accountable, I'm holding you accountable too, Joe. Kamala, I'm holding you accountable. All these people that's getting in office, now we got to hold people accountable. Now I feel like we are aware. We see what happens when we don't really care. We see what happened with Trump. He's the worst ever. God, Lord, man, I'm so tired of this guy. So
I can't
now
believe
it's like,
that man
start
said
again.
he's done more for the Black community than any other president. I can't believe he said that.
What do you say?
I can't believe he said insert here. I mean,
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm so over that guy. So speaking of politics, Diddy just announced the Black Party. Are you all gonna join the Black Party?
Okay. Not convinced yet.
I don't even know what Diddy was talking about.
Diddy, to me, he blows a lot of hot air. And what we just saw with him and Charlemagne is like he was talking, but he wasn't giving no solutions. It just sound like hot air. And then I can't trust Diddy. I wouldn't trust Diddy with anything politics, anything business. I just don't. That did not seem real what I was watching.
I didn't hear any plan.
All he just kept saying was insanity, Black insanity, insanity. Well, we do it. I'm just not convinced on Diddy being the front runner of anything. Yes, I've seen his successes, but his failures are really alarming to me. And he's not consistent with anything besides Ciroc and his drinks and his, it's more than what's coming out of his mouth. Is his
I'll say this about Diddy. I feel you. I'm trying not to bring in like some like the music stuff into it. I don't know, because even with them deals and stuff, I'm like, okay, like, all right, Diddy. The thing that's glaring to me is two things. Like, one, the Vote or Die was really big, and he was a real leader with Vote or Die. And to me, that brought a lot of awareness with voting, just rallying people, getting registered to vote, especially as a teenager at that point. I saw, like, you saw it on MTV, you saw it here, you saw it there. And when I really put the line of lists, like there's tons of celebrities that, are politically active and motivate people to register and vote. But to me, he's like one of the front runners when he did, like, Vote or Die was like his thing. He saw it through, he did it. Everybody else, to me, I can't really count a lot of people that do that unless you're like a real activist, like on the ground and stuff. So I really like Vote or Die. And to me, it's a start. I feel like he's getting the conversations going. Like, I went to the website and signed up and stuff, and they do have an agenda. They do have values. And I think that Charlemagne interview, it was with Charlemagne. It's Diddy and Charlemagne. I was like, okay. Like, I went to with an interview. I was like, okay, what? Like, y'all are now talking from these positions. I'm like, okay, Charlemagne. Okay, Diddy. But seeing he has like some real activists, he has some real politicians on board. And I don't know if he's trying to be he's introducing it to everybody and he's funding it. But I hope he's not like, I hope he's just like the cheerleader for it, not necessarily the face of it. Like, I want to see like the other activists and politicians, people get on board with it.
Because I have no doubt that he could make a great impact.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like you said, he's done it before. And it's great that he's using his platform and himself, and because he's well known and he's able to make that impact he's making. I guess we do have to give him credit for making that the step forward.
Trying. Yeah, I applaud it. Yeah, thank you. But let's see it through. Let's see where this goes. Don't be so hyped on, black, and then you just leave us out to dry, and we just like, Diddy, where you at? And I know we can't rely on Diddy for everything, though.
I agree, because earlier this year, I was really thinking, I'm like, this year is crazy. I'm like, where's our leadership? Like, I see politicians, I see activists, I see people on the ground, but I think of times like, just back in the day where I'm like, all these people have all these platforms, where are y'all? So I'm kind of reassured. I'm like, oh, okay, Diddy's doing something, but there's so many people that I'm like, man, where are y'all at? It's such an important time, and they can do it how they want to do it. But I'm just like, where's our Black leaders, especially people who got these great platforms and do so much? Like, even like, I love like Beyonce's doing her stuff with COVID. Like, Jay-Z, where are you? Like, just Oprah, where are you? I'm glad she did something with like
Will Smith.
Breonna Taylor. Like, Will Smith. Like, we know you more about entanglements right now than really anything
Right,
else.
because because Will Smith, he talks about how he's educated now, he learned from the greats and stuff. Well, teach us, what have you learned? What can you bring forth in these times today that's going to help the Black community? Like, you can't just
all
hold
the
on
people
to
we talked about earlier
knowledge.
too. Like J. Cole, like, I love you, J. Cole, but also, and maybe I want you to be more visible and help on the ground in Fayetteville, but it's just like, where are you? Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
where are you? Like, these people that I look up to and I like and I admire, who also have these huge platforms, I'm like, where are you? And then on the flip end, you see a lot of people just like, oh, I saw T.I. have a party during COVID last night. So I'm just like, where are y'all? You call yourself the king of Atlanta, like king of the South. I'm just like, where are these kings and queens that we lift up? We done gave y'all money. Y'all have these platforms right now. To me, 2020 is like the time to, if you're going to do anything, this year is the time to do it.
Yeah,
right.
The time is now. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
So as we end, this is the time to promote anything. What is going on with y'all? How to get like self-promotion? How do they connect with you? Where do they find y'all?
Well,
go get one of my hair oil. Oh, I ain't got one made. Well, I think I said this in the beginning. Aloe Hair Therapy. I sell aloe vera hair products, hair oil and grease, all natural products. I actually been making these products for a while, and then one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna post this on my story and see if somebody else would like it. And then from there, sales. I've sold over 200 products.
Man.
I'm looking to expand my business, looking up how to get funding, because this is a startup. I'm going somewhere with this. So right now, catch me while I'm cheap.
Right.
My hair oil is $10 and my grease right now is $7, but will be 10 very soon because I'm changing my grease containers, and they're bigger. They're bigger than the ones I'm using now. So I gotta up the price to 10. Like I said, the products are all natural. You can follow my page on Instagram at Aloe Hair Therapy, and on Facebook, same name. And my thrift page.
Yeah.
I resell my thrifted store finds Encore, and my slogan is what?
Extend the applause.
Thanks to Terrence, he made that up for me.
Yeah, Terrence.
But yeah, I put together thrift looks, and if you're interested in buying it, you can buy it from me. I have my prices up, and you can also find me on Postmark at Encore, just the regular way you spell Encore. Actually sold my first item a few months ago. Haven't sold one since, but I'm not going to quit.
Hey, start with one.
Right. But I'm excited about that. It's definitely been keeping me busy. And I don't know, I really feel like this is my calling. This is something that I'm supposed to be doing. It feels right.
I've just really been supporting her.
Hey, yeah, Black man.
But Toni did read me the other night, and there are some things that I need to pick back up. I'm just gonna go ahead and be honest. Because her drive and her motivation to get things done, it's just been all inspiring. So, when she read me, I was like, you know what, Pooh, I gotta get some stuff rolling. I gotta start putting in some work to make things happen. And right now I'm just like, I'm in this stage where it's like, God, please, 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 please. And then I walk away from praying and don't do nothing about it. And I'm really trying to change that about myself and get the fire started again. I think once we had put a pause on the podcast, it was like, okay, Pooh, well, what you gonna do now? Mm-hmm. And so, I'm still learning myself. This has been an eye-opening summer. There are some things that I still need to brush up on and still keep the ball rolling on, but I'm going to get there. And then, soon I'll be like, oh, pages. No. It won't be multiple pages, but the point is, I'm going to find my thing. And when I do, I'm going to be so dangerous in it, but I just have to stay positive about it. And thankfully, her two businesses have been keeping me, because I'm like, she is doing it. Regardless if she's getting $1 million or $0, she doesn't let it affect her. So that's where I'm at. And I've been writing our scripts. Because our skits, because we still want to put out content, video content. So I've been writing our skits out, writing out ideas of what we can do, because we still want to make people laugh in some kind of way. We still have that fire that we want to make people laugh and have a good time when they watch our videos. So I'm going to keep writing.
When is the podcast coming back?
When is the podcast coming back?
I've been waiting to know God on that one, honestly.
We're not there yet. We're not.
And that's an honest answer. That's an honest answer.
Mm-hmm.
We're not there yet. And also, when I had posted, when she had posted on our Toni and Terence page on our date night, that was really like, we're working. We're working on this love, because you even said it. You know, we can't be giving out advice if we don't even follow our own.
Right.
So how is that even going to work? We miss it, but we know not yet.
Right. And like, I might sound crazy, but I know that it's coming back. Mm-hmm. So like I said, I've been waiting to hear from God on that, because like, I just know that the amount of praying that we did when we had the podcast on him making it successful didn't go in vain. So I know that this time is necessary for us to get to that greatness that we couldn't reach back then. Mm-hmm. So I know it's coming.
And that's
it's
the thing too.
It's going to be great.
And that's the thing too. And I'm glad that's an honest answer. And mm-hmm. I think when it do come back, because we all know it's going to come back. When mm-hmm. it do come back, it's going to be when y'all do it. It's going to be when y'all want to do it, not when everybody force you to do it, not when you mm-hmm. think you should do it, because y'all already have a great fan base. Y'all have this energy, y'all have the chemistry. It's just about, doing it on y'all terms and doing it when y'all want to do it. And so, mm-hmm. hey, we're waiting. We love it. I'm always down. Hey, I'm here to be like, hey, I'm still #1 supporter of the podcast. I'm always like, yo, let's do it. So we miss you, but we're patient like Rihanna. When it comes,
you're right. I love that.
I just want to thank Toni and Terence for being my first guest on the Fidelity Manual podcast. This was great. This will not be the last time. I'll probably check in with y'all maybe monthly or every other month, just about random stuff, because y'all impact and y'all perspective on stuff is super important. I just want to say thank y'all. I love y'all. I can't wait till we can hang out and turn up again.
Right.
I'm missing it, man. Right. I'm missing it. So yeah, I just want to say thank y'all for being a part.
Thank you for inviting us.
Welcome. Let's give it to him.
Toni
and Terence, we out.
I didn't know what y'all. Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah, clearly, because I was like, the podcast.
I was like, hey, let's do it. Hey.
Yes, thank you, Fidel, for having us on.
Thanks, Fidel. We appreciate it. This was fun.
No
Love
problem.
You, my brother.
Thanks. Clip and clip. Yeah, it's done.